Boys and girls, today we're going to read The Night Before Christmas because today is the last day of school before our Christmas vacation. Boys and girls, today's pajama day. We're all very happy, and I love this story so much because this story is one of my daughter's favorite stories. I used to read this story to her every night, even in the summertime. It's true. I know. Now, we talked about this story, The Night Before Christmas, is really a poem. And it was written by Clinton C. Moore a very long time ago, almost 200 years ago, right, boys and girls?
Yes.
I know, that is such a long time. And I like this version of it because the paintings or the illustrations in this book were made by Grandma Moses. And we talked about what a cool, famous artist she was a long time ago, too. So we're going to take a look at these illustrations. And we're going to talk about some of the fancy words in this story. And then I have a math game for us. The Night Before Christmas. One of my friends in the front needs to sit still. Okay, thank you. Here is the title page. Are you ready? 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Yeah. Now remember that mouse, okay? The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Oh, look at this picture. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And we said sugar plums are kind of like candy, didn't we, boys and girls? And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear, what is it, boys and girls?
Santa.
Yes, but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be who? Saint Nick. And who's Saint Nick?
Santa.
Santa. Look at how beautiful that painting is. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Are you ready to hear the reindeer names, boys in the back? Are you ready? Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Look, they're flying through the air. Here's the house. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Then in a twinkling I heard on the roof, what? The prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Reindeer feet on the roof. I know. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. What does that mean, boys and girls? He's dirty. He just came down the chimney, right, boys and girls? It says, a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
Because
What?
he was dirty. Because the chimney's dirty.
Yes, chimneys are dirty. The smoke goes up, right? Yep. Look at these. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. That means, boys and girls, that when the dad saw Santa, Santa saw him, heard him, and he smiled at the man. So the dad was not afraid. He knew he wasn't in trouble. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, next to, not in, boys and girls, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose.
Santa's not magic. Santa is magic.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he rode out of sight. Look how beautiful this is, boys and girls. What does he say? Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And here's a picture of Grandma Moses painting her pictures. This is my favorite version of this story because of the illustrations. Now, I found a picture in this book that showed the house in the night before Christmas with Santa up on the roof. What I want to do is ask you to help me figure out a math problem. Do you remember at the beginning? Do you remember at the beginning of the story, everybody was in sleep and not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse? Well, I have some mice, boys and girls.
A real mice.
Well, no, they're not real mice. I have a red mouse and a blue mouse and a purple mouse and a green mouse and a white mouse.
And a red mouse.
Okay? Now, what I want you guys to do is, if you can help me, I want to know how we can figure out how many 2 mice on the Christmas tree and 3 mice in the house asleep. How many mice is that all together?
5.
How can we figure it out? What can we do?
2 and 3 make 5.
How did you know?
Because you can count them.
You can count them, that's right. Could we use a 10 frame to help us?
Yes.
Sure, could we put 2 mice here? And 3 more mice? And would that equal 5, boys and girls?
Yeah.
Could we count actual objects?
Yeah.
We could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 3 make 5. Say it with me. 2 and 3 make 5. Could we draw a picture
Yeah.
to help us? Hey, my friends, could you hand me that board, please? If we had, right here, we have 1 little mouse and 2 little mice. Here's 3 mice. And these mice, boys and girls, are all asleep. See, their eyes are closed? These mice are asleep. But these mice down here, they are awake. They knew Santa was coming. And they are very happy and excited to see Santa. So we can draw 3 sleeping mice and 2 wide awake excited mice. See that? Here's 2. Here's 3.
5.
Equals how many mice altogether? 5. So we can say 2 plus 3 equals 5. Good job, boys and girls. We're going to go back to our seats and practice making 5. Good work.